Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Diddy is using his time behind bars to teach his fellow inmates business. Yeah, fam. And in return, his fellow inmates are stepping up to the plate to ask the judge to let Diddy go. Don't give him no jail time. Here's why, fam. They say that since Diddy has been teaching his free game with Diddy course in jail, that their lives have dramatically improved. Here's a sampling of what the guys are saying about Diddy. Arturo Santiago writes, "Because of this class, I have a purpose, something to look forward to every day." Douglas Welch says, "He has shown us that it is the little adjustments to our everyday lives that add up to a big change." Willington Eustace explains, "Mr. Combs teaches us about how chasing easy money is the wrong way to achieve greatness." I ain't got no problem with that, fam. Now, when we say easy money, let's be clear about easy money, because there are legal ways to make easy money. For example, getting some type of thing going on the internet, maybe starting an online e-commerce business. You know, not as easy as some people might think, but easier in terms of labor. You know, when you start thinking about the toll that being a roofer takes on your body, running an e-commerce business don't sound so bad. The hard way, easy money, hitting that quick lick. Gotta get that money, man. Right now, instant. I'm broke today, I got money today, just like that. That's that easy money. That ain't no legal money out there like that. Well, it might be a few gigs or whatever, but by far and large, we're talking about the easy money, quick money, especially in those thousands. Nah, fam. See, what happens is everybody looking for the shortcut, when the shortcut is the work. Think about it. How many times have you took the shortcut, or you thought you thought the shortcut was very appealing? You took the shortcut, but it ended up being a long way around, because you took the shortcut and now you got a jacket on your back. Now you got to go get lawyers. Now you have to still try to maintain what's going on at home if you're locked up. You got to get commissary. I mean, you got to deal with all types of things. You know, you got to make bond. I mean, all of this stuff. And then whenever your case is resolved, typically it's going to end up in some type of probation or a jail sentence. Now you got a jacket on your back, and you are further back than you were when you first started going out there trying to make that quick lick. Because now you're getting back out there with a jacket on your back. Yeah, man. Yeah. The shortcut is the work. Anyway, fam, I was thinking about this. I was like, you know what? No matter what people might think of Diddy, that's a good thing. You know, that no matter what I may think of Diddy, that's a good thing. Anytime you're helping your fellow Americans, you know, just human beings, your fellow human beings, that's a good thing, right? If you're trying to help somebody improve their life. The problem I see here is the judge may very well look at it like, you know what? I don't like him helping them. I don't like the idea of this guy helping these guys in jail. I'm going to stick it to him. because I don't like that. Now that's the short-sighted judge. Remember, all of them are in the same game. Now, the long-sighted judge might go, you know what? I'm going to get him out of here so he can stop helping them. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let me make sure that I send him home, because we don't need these dudes being educated. We need to keep them dumb. We need to keep them unaware. We need to keep them in that hustle mode. We need to keep them in that quick lick mode, that shortcut mode. That way we can control them. They'll be right back. Oftentimes they'll tell you, those guards will tell you straight up, hey man, you know what? We're not gonna even put anybody in your cell, man, because we know you'll be back. Yeah, we're gonna keep your bed warm, man. You'll be back. They really do not want those inmates reformed. Remember a while back, if you're old enough, they used to call these prison facilities rehabilitation facilities. They would say, you know, it's prison, but it's rehabilitation center or whatever, right? They took rehabilitation off because they no longer wanted to rehabilitate people. Or perhaps they just took it off because they ain't mind just being straight up. What I gotta hide it for? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. So for whatever reason, they took rehabilitation off, which was really the right thing to do, because none of those facilities are there to rehabilitate people. They are there to house people until their time is up. And then they send them back out there, whether they are mentally ill or not, whether they are still angry or not. If you are still angry and it shows, you don't look like you have remorse, and you're going up for parole, you probably won't make it. But if you time out, if you do your whole sentence, they have no choice but to let you go. And it does not matter what condition your mind is in. It doesn't matter what condition your brain is in. They're gonna let you out. And this is why, one of the reasons why the recidivism rate is so high, because once they let people out, they're letting people out with no resources, and they punish you for having a conviction on your record. Even though you've paid your debt to society, they continue to punish you. The first thing they tell you to do is go get a job, especially if you parole. Even if you don't parole, you still need to go get a job and get some gainful employment so that, you know, you can start taking care of yourself. Because if you don't do it legally, you know, they know, and you know, you're gonna mess around and fall into that trap. And they call it a trap for a reason. All y'all trappers out there. It's called a trap for a reason. I know we've romanticized the idea, you know, over the last 20 years or so. But they call it a trap for a reason. Go up in there, every trap you've ever heard of, what is that trap meant to do? It is meant to capture something. It is meant to capture something, and sometimes kill something. So just remember that. It's a trap for a reason. Why would you want to trap? Why would you want to go to a trap? Why would you want to walk into a trap? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But anyway, fam, yeah, I do believe that, you know, these judges, they're all on the same team. Back to it. I can absolutely see a judge sending Diddy home to get him far, far, far away from those inmates, so that they don't learn to be fiscally responsible, so that they don't figure out how to become reacclimated into society, so that they don't become model inmates. Yeah, they like the violence. They like the sexual violations that go on in the prisons. Yeah, they endorse that. They like the mayhem. They like the chaos. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.